I've been waiting all week for some SFL action. On a big screen, I feel like I'm Ashley Jackson. Quarterback sneak, 4th and 3, man, what's happening? Touchdown, championships trying to stack up. I've been waiting all week for some SFL action. On a big screen, I feel like I'm Ashley Jackson. Quarterback sneak, 4th and 3, man, what's happening? Touchdown, championships trying to stack up. Rushing like a bullet into the end zone. Defense, hold up, no scoring in the red zone. Throw it up, pick 6, I feel like I'm Josh Rowe. Throwing downs over the shoulder, think I'm Jack Winmo. I need me back to back, trying to be like Vulture. Cause a storm, cause I'm mighty, it's in the culture. Esports TV, YouTube, Twitch, SFL live tuning, you don't wanna miss. I've been waiting all week for some SFL action. On a big screen, I feel like I'm Ashley Jackson. Quarterback sneak, 4th and 3, man, what's happening? Touchdown, championships trying to stack. I've been waiting all week for some SFL action. On a big screen, I feel like I'm Ashley Jackson. Quarterback sneak, 4th and 3, man, what's happening? Touchdown, championships trying to stack them. Next level like my entertainment. NXT on the stream, 8 p.m. on the beat. Catch me on the cam like I'm SFL commence. Yeah, you only got one chance, you can never miss. For the glory, revolution, feel my fury. Cause I'm a legend out in Canton, and I'm playing with dragons. I'm the king of this legion. SFL action, tuning this season.
Kickoff! Are you kidding me?
All they're gonna need is
Big pop, it's up in the air!
Oh, God.
There it goes! That's how Chico City's gonna win!
Is there a goal? Taser power! Touchdown!
I've been waiting all week for some SFL action. On a big screen, I feel like I'm Ashley Jackson. Quarterback sneak, 4th and 3, man, what's happening? Touchdown, championships trying to stack. I've been waiting all week for some SFL action. On a big screen, I feel like I'm Ashley Jackson. Quarterback sneak, 4th and 3, man, what's happening? Touchdown, championships trying to stack them.
Oh yeah, welcome to the SFL on Next Level Sports, presented by APM Music, alongside Mike St. Green. I'm Cameron Irvine, and tonight it's Fort Worth and Houston. Welcome, Mike.
Hey, how's it going, Cam? Good Sunday afternoon, Sunday night to you. And what better way to close out the week than this big in-state rivalry and division rivalry that we have with the Houston Headhunters and the Fort Worth Tour Ropes.
Man, it should be absolutely awesome tonight. A pair of 2-1 teams in the South. Mexico City is off tonight, so the winner of this game will control the South Division, and that is hugely important after Lone Star got a win early. I mean, this South Division is always a tussle, Mike, as you know.
Yeah, it's always competitive in the South. We just saw, Lone Star pull out a big win against Atlanta, and these guys were down 17, came back and won. It's been tough to try to defend this division championship going into a 1-3 hole. But yeah, these two teams that we have tonight. Let's start with the visitors. Come from Fort Worth. They had Marcus Dunhill come over from Jacksonville this offseason. He's kind of struggled out of the gate for this team. Only 3 touchdowns, passes to 8 interceptions. He's been sacked 8 times. So these guys having a little trouble protecting Dunhill in the pocket. Jason Williams, the big running back for Fort Worth, he's pretty much, doing what Jason Williams typically does. He's averaging about 5.2 yards a carry. So we're going to see a lot of him tonight. But the main thing for Fort Worth is that defense, and they've done a great job so far this season. They're only giving up about 20 points a game, but they've doing great on that defensive line. They always have Jeff, Duffy. He's been over there a couple of seasons now. He's tied for the league lead coming into this week with 7 tackles for loss. And they got Luther Gahn over from the Louisiana Revolution, and he's done great on that defensive line as well. And he comes in with 5 tackles for loss to help solidify that Fort Worth defense.
Shout out to John Weeks in the chat, and newcomer in the SFL. We always welcome newbies. Hey, look at that QR code right down there. See if you could scan that. Anybody else ever watching on Next Level Sports around the world, you scan that QR code. That takes you to our creative player page on our website. Just gives you some information about how you can get involved. And as Mike broke down this Fort Worth and Houston matchup expertly, it should be a great one. And this GP Wells is an explosive, exciting running back. Jason Williams seems to get going in the second half of games. He is tough to stop when he gets going downhill and gets momentum. So it should be a lot of fun in this matchup this evening. Also coming up here later tonight, we've got on the SFL Twitch channel, we have Louisiana and Arizona coming up. That kickoff has been pushed to about 9:30, let's say, coming up here in about 9 minutes. But that should be a really great game too, Mike, because Arizona is trying to lick their wounds from a blowout loss to Mexico City last week, and Louisiana is getting things rolling after a big win over Lone Star in Week 3.
Yeah, let's start with Louisiana. Let's start with the road team there. These guys, had a big win, as you mentioned, last week. But one thing that we knew about Louisiana, at least up until this season that's upon us now, is that they've been typically a defensive-minded team, and they had some key losses on that team on both sides of the ball. And that defense right now is struggling, giving up over 30 points a game. And this is not the right team to be struggling against. Ashley Jackson is off to her best start in her career, completing over 82% of her passes. QBR of 112. She's just been fantastic to start this season, and she's getting help on the ground from DJ Moses. He had 6 rushing touchdowns as well. So this Arizona team is going to be a tough team for Louisiana to have to travel over there to the desert tonight and try to get a win.
Atlanta and Lone Star, San Diego and Florida played 2 incredible games earlier today. We'll talk about those results at the half. But for now, it's Fort Worth and Houston coming up next here on Next Level Sports. Chris Curtis and Nate Hall have your call. Should be a great one. Kickoff from Tejas is next.
Next Level Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the Simulation Football League.
They look over the battleship Texas in Houston, Texas, and they say everything's bigger in Texas, none bigger than this early season matchup of 2-1 teams between the in-state rivals, the Fort Worth Toros and the Houston Headhunters. Welcome in to Jules Simeon Stadium. It is Chris Curtis and Nate Hall ready to go in Houston, as the winner of this game, Nate, has the half-game lead in the South Division.
Yeah, the all-important matchup between these two teams. We know how tight this South Division can be all season long, as they mentioned in the opening of this broadcast. Mike St. Green mentioned it, as well as Cam. The winner of this game takes an early half-game lead in this division. All the way from week 1 all the way through the season, this South Division is tight. And with a half-game lead this early in the season, it's going to be huge for whichever team can come away with this victory. The loser will be tied for last place, but at a 2-2 record still, so that's not too shabby either. So it's going to be very important.
Everybody within, I believe, but a game after this game is done, regardless of the result. But about to get things going in Houston. Fort Worth comes in, their two-headed monster at the receiving end. It is Cade Stevens and it is Steven Hacker. Both of them combined for 12 catches a week ago, but there's a two-headed monster on the other side as well. Let's talk about them a little bit. It's DR Sim and it's Mike St. Green.
Yeah, both these guys have just amazing stats. DR Sim, all-time #1 in yardage. We all know how well he can do offensively, and we're going to see both these guys light it up all night long. It's going to be fun to watch.
We are indeed. We're ready to go. The Headhunters are going to receive the ball first as we get things going, as they will have Greg Corky back and ready to receive the kick coming off of the foot of Emilia Rose, and we are underway with the first quarter. Returnable from about the 2. Corky sidesteps at about the 21-yard line. He'll get to the 24 before getting taken down there. Houston's offense looks like this, led by Dave Burr, the quarterback. Couple seasons he's been under the helm at Houston. GP Wells, John McCool, your halfback fullback combo, and then that two-headed monster we talked about, DR Sim and Mike St. Green at the wide receiver spots, along with Isaiah King IV and Greg Corky, your 3 and 4. It's Mo Jones and Talon Steele, your 2 tight ends for Houston. In the gun is where Houston starts in the heavy set, and it'll be Burr to the outside, tipped and incomplete. That was a good-looking play, and it looks like Fulton, your intended target, it hits the ground harmlessly, and it is second down.
Yeah, looking to go to the backup tight end on the first play from scrimmage, and J.L. Browning was right there on the coverage, outside linebacker for Fort Worth. Bang play, got to the receiver right when the ball got there, and an incomplete pass.
We'll get Fort Worth defense shown out here in just a bit. Trips to the left in the gun for Burr. Dime look already for Fort Worth. 2 passes on 2 plays. This one's tipped and incomplete as well. Nothing doing. DR Sim, your intended target, and a key third down up against the top 5 third down defense in Fort Worth.
Yeah, it's going to be an early third down test, as you stated, for Houston. It looked like they tried to go all slants there on that second down play, but nothing doing. All the receivers tried to go in the middle of the field. DR Sim was the intended target. Nothing doing. 3rd and long on this play.
45% allowed on third down for Fort Worth defense. We'll see if they have it here. Bird to throw it on 3rd. He's going to get taken down. No, he evades it. He does get taken down eventually. And that is going to bring up 4th down and long. A punting situation for Houston. 3 and out, and they will kick it away.
Big Jeff Duffy, one of the league leaders in sacks so far this season, and gets another one right there on 3rd down. Quick 3 and out for Houston, and just an early, not good start here for Houston, and punting the ball away early to Fort Worth here on this first series.
We're going to take a look at the Fort Worth offense here in just a bit, as this will be returnable from Charlie Baker. Baker will grab it near midfield. He'll get to the midfield stripe and no further than that. Now we'll take a look at Marcus Dunhill, as he is flanked by Jason Williams in the halfback spot, Jay-Z Bacon, the other halfback, and then Aaron Alexander, the fullback, and they are lined up behind the left guard, Frank Burks, the only contracted wide or offensive lineman for the Toros to this point. Dunhill starts off this drive in the heavy set as well, as this looks like a far formation. Looking to see if they run it out of this formation, and they will. This will be Williams. He is taken down at the line of scrimmage, and in fact, a little bit behind. He'll lose a yard.
Yeah, despite Dunhill's struggles last week in their win over Denver, Williams really picked him up in their win by scoring 2 touchdowns on the ground. So let's see if he's a big factor in their game today.
Looking like an offset eye as well. Another heavy set. Plenty in the box defensively for Houston. Dunhill backs it up, throws to the outside. That's a catch, 50-yard line and further. That's a good-looking play to get Williams involved as he's going to get close to the first down marker. It's an 8-yard pass, 3rd and 2 coming up here for the Fort Worth offense.
And a good play call right there on 2nd down. It didn't work so well on the ground on 1st down, so they try to get Williams out in the flats through the air on the flat route pattern, and gets a good 9 yards down to the 41. So 3rd and short. We'll see if they go back to the run here.
They are 61% on 3rd down offense is Fort Worth. We'll see if they can do it on 3rd and 1. It will be a first down as they get their first 3rd down conversion of the night. 1st and 10 as Williams gets them forward for a couple.
And a simple play on 3rd down, following those big, meaty offensive linemen right up the middle. Just parting the Red Sea right there on 3rd downs. Nice gain, and it gets the first down, moving the chains.
Easy to say that Houston's key is going to be to stop him on 3rd. Trips left for Dunhill. In the gun from the 42-yard line in Houston territory. Has the football, throws right side. That one's caught right sideline. That is a 5-yard completion. Nothing much more than that, but it will be a catch and a 2nd and 5 coming up.
Yeah, Kate Stevens on the receiving end of that throw on 1st down, getting a good 5-yard gain on the right side, bring up 2nd and 5.
Single left formation with plenty in the box defensively. This will be a run. Another one for Williams, and this time he is cut off behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 5 coming up. And another 3rd and medium to work with, although Fort Worth pretty good in these situations.
Yeah, Houston, though, on that 2nd down play, the defensive tackles, KT Slayer, one of them just bottled up that middle of that defensive formation, not allowing the running back anywhere to go on that play to bring up that 3rd down play.
In the gun. Ready to go. Has the football. Dunhill. Toss over the middle. That's a first down and a few more. Another 3rd down conversion on a nice one over the middle. This time he finds his tight end, Robert Garrett Jr., the Cowboy.
And that's something that Fort Worth loves to do. They love to get their tight ends involved. Robert Garrett Jr. being the number 1 guy for their team. Been in with Fort Worth now for 5 seasons, getting the first down for the squad. 2nd time.
That's a spin move attempt for Williams. He's going to get taken down. Looks like a 2-yard gain to make it 2nd and 8. All right, this will be off to the left. Chance on the third down play is going to be towards the sideline, but short of the intended target. Kate Stevens, the intended target there, and a fourth down coming Fort Worth, likely to kick a field goal to get some points on the board.
Yeah, it looked like that was actually Hacker on the left side with that completed pass. And they might go for it here on fourth down. Well, let's see if they actually snap this here on fourth down. Let's be interesting if they do go for it.
Would be a choice that it could reap some dividends if they do it. Single right on the formation to see if they put this into motion. They will not. They'll try to get the Headhunters to bite. They don't, and it will be a field goal attempt coming up.
Yeah, that would have been something had they snapped it. But hey, you're on the road. You're away from home, looking to get an early lead. I would have liked to see him go for it here early in the game, try to get some momentum on their side. But still early. Try to get 3 on the board. It's not a terrible call either. So brought out Amelia Rose for this field goal attempt.
Yeah, Amelia Rose coming out and trying to add 3 to the board, but this Fort Worth team has had Houston's number since the beginning of last season. They end up sweeping the season series 2-0 over the Headhunters, and so they look to try to continue their dominance over their in-state rival. Field goal up coming from Rose. Left hash mark. Kick is up and on the way. It is up, and it is through. No issue from 33. So 3-0 lead for the Toros as they get themselves up, and 3-0 score line about a quarter of the way through the first.
Amelia Rose has been automatic this season, hitting all of her field goal attempts so far to this point in all 4 games, 100% so far to this point. Getting this early 3-0 lead. But to your point, in this matchup series, as you stated, a 2-0 sweep for Fort Worth last season. Overall, has a 4-2 series lead over Houston in their 7th meeting. And their last meeting was a 7-point spread. So they're usually, I should say always, but usually they're pretty close. So we'll see what happens in this game.
Greg Gorky brings it back to about the 24-yard line, and that's where they get going. Aerial coverage of today's game brought to you by Dags Drone Works, aerial photography and videography services in New York State. Find them on Instagram at Dags Drone Works or visit the website dagsdroneworks.com. Out for Dave Burr's second series, a quick 3-and-out on his first one, offset eye to start things out on first down.
Yeah, they had an early 3-and-out last series. We'll have to see. Oh, there's a big run.
There we go. There's a nice big run. That's a 9-yard, almost a 9.5-yard run to the left-hand side for GP Wells. First time we've seen him with the ball in his hands today. He'll get a 2nd and inches on the board for Houston.
Yeah, we tried to see him go pass heavy, and it didn't work for him in that first series. But maybe this is something they need to go to more in this game, getting the ball to GP Wells, their running back. And you see it right there, following his blockers to that left side, getting a nice couple of blocks over to that side for a 9.5-yard gain, almost first down as he stated, to make it a 2nd and short.
Heavy set on 2nd and short, looking like another GP Wells run. We'll see if that's where they go. The 33-yard line. This will be a pass. Going to get it outside to Wells in the flats. He's going to have some room to go. Broken tackle. He'll spin past another. It'll get out to about the 46-yard line. They'll give him the 47. Great play in the open field from GP Wells, and he gets a first down.
You love to see those spin cycles from the running backs out there in the open field. That flat route was wide open too. Just no defenders around him, and just made that defender look silly too with that spin cycle over there by the sidelines. Nice first down by GP Wells, and plus territory too for the first time today on their 2nd series. Actually, sorry, no, only the 46-yard line.
Empty set for Burr. Has the football. Quick drop back thrown over the middle. That one's tipped and finally incomplete. Looks like the linebacker got to it. 2nd and 10. Justin Reside and Eddie Gage on stats, making us look way smarter than we actually are. Thank you, gentlemen, for being in the stats truck for us this evening. And we thank all of you for spending a portion of your Sunday evening with us here at the Simulation Football League. 2nd and 10. Coming up here for Houston as they're shy of midfield. It's an I formation. 2 to the left.
Oh.
That's a free play. Handoff to GP Wells will go absolutely nowhere. There's going to be some yards tacked onto this, and Houston will most certainly accept those.
We'll have to see who the guilty party is who jumped off sides, because that was a major no-no. That tackle for loss is not going to count. Yeah, 78. Jerry D. God, you got to stay on your inside of the line, buddy. Big 6'5", 325. The refs are going to see you jump off sides every time with that big body frame.
Yeah, that did not work in his favor, and that will give Houston some yards that should push him past the midfield marker, just past at the 49. Handoff, Wells going off to the right, going to try to find a seam. He's not going to be able to find one. A couple of Toros get to him on the charge, and it is going to be a loss of 1. Looks like 3rd and 6 coming up for the Houston offense.
Nacho Sicario coming up with a big tackle for loss to bring up this 3rd and 6 play from midfield. He had a pick 6 also in last week's game in their win. Trying to build off of that big game he had from last week.
Bunch to the left for Houston on this 3rd down. Another one to hand off to GP. He's going to try to break a tackle. He broke the first one, didn't get past the second one, gains nothing. And that is going to be another punt coming up for the Headhunters, and the Toros will get it back.
And Doug Day with the tackle for loss on that play, saying, no, sir, you're not getting past me, bringing up 4th down and getting the ball right back to their offense for Fort Worth.
I believe he's only now 5 tackles away from 500 for his career,
sir.
if my notes are correct. That punt is up and gone to about the 15-yard line, returnable, and got a couple yards left on it, out to about the 21-yard line. If you're new to the SFL, the Simulation Football League combines traditional sports, esports, and a role-playing game into one. Team strategies are being executed in real time by our simulations as real-life players compete on the virtual gridiron. More information about the SFL, visit our website at simulationfl.net. The SFL, we put the fan in fantasy. Dunhill, 2nd series. 3 points on the first one. He's got a couple in the backfield on this 1st and 10. A far formation is going to put the ball in Jason Williams' hands, and that is going to be a 3-yard run forward to about the 23-yard line.
They've been going Jason Williams heavy so far in this ball game on their first few possessions. So far in this game, he's had 6 carries, but only netting 9 yards. We'll have to see if he can get some more positive gains here later on in this game.
Dunhill throws. He was in trouble from the onset there. Slayer came in and nearly laid the wood, but he does get it away. 3rd down and 7 coming up here for Dunhill and company.
Yeah, by the time Dunhill dropped back, Slayer was already in his face, and Dunhill lucky to get rid of that ball before he got sacked, because otherwise he would have ate that, and luckily it's only an incomplete pass right here.
Plenty in the gun. Trips to the left. Dunhill has the football. Quick drop back. Looks. Plenty of time. Throws a crossing pattern. Trying to fight his way forward, and that is not going to get it done. Very close to getting it done, but not quite. 4th down upcoming, and it will be a Fort Worth punt.
Yeah, it looks like they got the ball to Charlie Baker on that completion over the middle, but Dedrick Law and Corey Menor combined on the tackle a yard short of the 1st down marker, and they're going to have to punt it away. A quick 3 and out on that possession.
Corky back deep for the return. He'll have it at about the 36-yard line, and he'll get to about the 39, so a 3-yard return will give Houston back the football. So a 3-0 spread very early on in this game. Fort Worth and Houston at least showing out with the defense so far in this first quarter. If you guys are late joining us, Chris Curtis, Nate Hall in the broadcast booth. A battle in Texas. Winner of this game has an early season South Division lead, with Mexico City being off today. Heavy set for Houston on 1st down, and 8 in the box defensively for Fort Worth. Burr to throw. Right side. That one's caught. Coming back to the football, and that's not going to work. Might say Green out there with the grab. Couldn't quite. No, DR Sim, sorry, coming across. 2nd and 10.
Yeah, and because he had to come back for the football, there was just nowhere to go after the catch. By the time he had to try to turn back upfield, the defender was already there to tackle him for no gain on the play. Just nowhere to, not working on that play.
Burr to throw it. Throws left side towards the sideline. That's a 1st down and more, and DR Sim gets himself involved on the left this time. 1st down and more out to about the 48-yard line, 47 in Fort Worth territory.
And DR Sim showing us a little glimpse of why he is a Hall of Famer in this league. after he makes that
ready?
catch. Yep, right there. Just on the out route, turns upfield and makes that defender right there look a little silly on that play. That's Adam Leach making that whiff and spin move, turned upfield, gets the first down.
That's a Hall of Famer making Adam Leach whiff, who Adam Leach himself is a pretty good ability defender. 3 to the right for Dave Burr. Over the top. That one is tipped, and it is Plinkoed into the air. Finally will hit the ground, and it is second down coming. They were looking for DR Sim over the middle of
there, and 2 other maybe defenders right there also as well as him. But DR Sim had a chance at a completion right after that as well. So that was amazing.
Didn't quite work out either way. Very close to making it work, but either way, Houston has the ball still on a second down. Trying to get something working. This will be Burr in the gun. Backs it up. Looks. He is going to get rid of it over the middle, and that is going to be incomplete. And looking for King the fourth. Not going to happen. Third down coming for Houston.
Yeah, looking for Isaiah King the fourth over the middle. It looked like he was wide open there on that play, on that slant pattern over the middle. Just unfortunately unable to hold on to that hot pass from Burr and bringing up a 3rd and 10 right here from about the 47.
3 to the right, 1 to the left again for Burr, and a clutch third down. Fort Worth very good in these situations on third down. See what Burr has. Looks, heaves it over the middle. That one is a one-handed attempt, but it hits the ground. Nothing doing. Greg Corky going for style points, but instead, it's 4th down.
Yeah, going for style points indeed. Greg Corky going for the one-hander over the middle, but that defender was right there to break it up. Oh, just nailed it at chest right there. 21. Young man. Ben Stone said, the free safety said, no, sir. Just, boy, I'm out of breath just watching that hit. Hopefully he's okay after that one.
It is a 4th down, and a punt upcoming to try to pin the Toros back deep. See if they do indeed get that done. And kick is going to be in the air here and is returnable from about the 15. He gets taken down at about the 14. So that is going to be the Toros' next possession, their 3rd of the day. First one ended in a field goal. Second one ended in a punt. We'll see what the 3rd one has in store for the team on the road going across the state to meet their in-state rival.
Yeah, and so far Marcus Dunhill not able to do much through the air. He only has 1 completion on the day, but he's only thrown for 28 yards. It's been pretty much a dink and duck kind of day for him so far.
2 to the right. 2 in the backfield for Dunhill. Offset eye, handoff Williams. He's going to have a little bit of room between the tackles. He'll get himself 3 yards, not much more than that, against this stingy Houston defensive line. It's 2nd down.
And according to our stats team, that carry gives him over 10 yards on the day on 7 carries. So Jason Williams not having much of a better day either as well.
Houston so far this season ranks 4th in the league in rushing defense, allowing only 78 yards per game to opposing running backs. That's going to be a run through the middle as well. And it looks like they're going to get 3 more yards, a 3rd and 4 coming for Fort Worth. Another 3rd down, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. It's a 3-0 Fort Worth lead, and they have the ball. It is the SFL on Next Level Sports, presented by APM Music. Stay with us.